Once, there was a young thief named Ryan, who had followed in his father's footsteps. His father, Jack, had been a skilled thief all his life, and Ryan had learned the tricks of the trade from him. But remember one thing: never enter a church, a monastery, or any place of worship, even by mistake. If you ever set foot in such a place, your days as a thief will be over. He expertly picked the lock and slipped inside, carefully avoiding any noise. He opened the safe and started filling his bag with cash and jewelry. But just as he was about to leave, a loud noise startled him. On his deathbed, Jack gave his son one final piece of advice. "Son, I've spent my whole life stealing. You've chosen the same path, and I won't stop you." Ryan etched those words deep into his mind. Jack passed away soon after, and Ryan carried on with his life as a thief. One night, Ryan sneaked into a wealthy businessman's house. "Thief, thief," someone shouted. Ryan stood before the mayor, his hands tied, but his expression calm. Ryan ran for his life, his heart pounding in his chest. Ryan, desperate not to hear anything that might weaken him, covered his ears with his hands. But no matter how hard he tried, his ears caught one line. According to local law, punishment could only be given if the accused admitted guilt. The officials began whispering among themselves, unsure how to proceed. He darted through narrow alleys and dark streets, trying to escape. While running, he spotted a nearby church. She wore a glowing white robe, carried a golden staff, and stood in front of a fake altar under bright lights. Her entire appearance was made to seem divine. The household woke up, and soon security guards were chasing after him. The saint entered and spoke in a calm, holy tone. His father's warning echoed in his mind. Never enter a place of worship. But first, tell me the truth. Did you steal from Mr. Anderson's house? But with the guards closing in, he had no choice. He rushed inside and hid behind a pillar. Inside the church, a pastor was delivering a sermon to a group of followers. Angels and divine beings cast no shadow. Ryan was confused, but quickly brushed off the thought. After all, he had bigger problems. Despite his hiding spot, the guards eventually caught Ryan and dragged him to the mayor's office. The mayor glared at him and said sharply, "Did you steal from Mr. Anderson's house?" Ryan remembered his father's second rule: never confess, no matter what. He shook his head confidently. "No, sir. I didn't steal anything." People came to him for advice, and his past became nothing but a distant memory. "Wouldn't you already know the truth if I had stolen something?" The mayor's advisors were puzzled. One of the senior advisors suggested, "Let's test his faith. Find out which deity he believes in." They discovered that Ryan had always prayed to St. Mary, so a clever plan was put into motion. Honesty and cleverness, when combined with strong values, can turn anyone's life around. He began attending sermons regularly and chose to live honestly. He used the cleverness he'd gained from his past to help others instead. That night, a skilled actress was dressed up as St. Mary. The guards opened Ryan's cell, and a radiant light filled the room. "Ryan, my child, I have come to protect you." Ryan was stunned. His heart raced as he knelt in front of the saint, tears in his eyes. "Oh, Mother Mary, you've come to protect me," he said. But then something caught his eye. The shadow of the saint cast on the floor. Suddenly Ryan remembered the line he had heard in the sermon. Angels and divine beings cast no shadow. His sharp mind instantly realized what was happening. He stood up straight and said, "If you are truly a divine being, why do you cast a shadow?" The fake saint froze. Duh, the trick had failed. The mayor and his advisors, listening from behind the door, were stunned by Ryan's wit. The mayor ordered Ryan's immediate release. As Ryan walked out, he reflected, "Just one line from a sermon, 'The divine beings have no shadow,' saved my life." That moment changed something inside him. He realized that if one sentence of truth could make such a difference, a life built on truth could change everything. From that day on, Ryan left behind his life of crime. Years later, Ryan became known as a wise and kind man in the town. The right message, even if heard only once, can transform your life. Ryan's street-smart mind helped him escape many challenges. But it was the single truth he heard in that sermon that ultimately saved him. This story reminds us that wisdom and truth can guide us through the toughest situations. Surround yourself with good people, listen to uplifting teachings, and live a life of integrity. That's the path to peace and lasting success.